Hey everyone, welcome to Horrible Gaming. My name is Nora and on today's video I am teaching you how to build a realistic styled temple. All codes that we use today will be found in the video's description. As we get started today, I'd appreciate if you'd hit that like, subscribe, and notify button if you want to see more content like this in the future. So many of you know on the channel, I just enjoy doing Asian inspired content in general. It's just one of my favorite cultures and things to do on this channel. So I thought that we would finally recreate the temple build that I've done a long time ago, but obviously improve it since we've gotten the 2.0 update. Many of you have been asking me also how we can include the medieval wall into Asian inspired builds. And honestly, I've been brainstorming this for quite some time and I just didn't think that it would be possible to incorporate these into these type of builds. But now that I've seen how the medieval wall looks with these type of builds, I'm for sure gonna try to incorporate maybe some apartments next with them and see how it goes. So let me know what you thought about today's build in the comment section below and future things you hope to see also on this channel. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Legends Arceus, and honestly it's been really inspired me to try things that are a little bit out of my comfort zone, especially just adding more natural elements to a city core island. So if I decide to commit to this, I'm definitely going to be taking a ton of inspo from that. I think honestly just doing a countryside village town would be so fun, especially if you are somebody who wants to try a city core island but you just can't commit to the full-fledged city core like builds. So maybe something around this approach would be for you, especially if you're somebody who enjoys natural terraforming. I honestly, even though we do a lot of city core on this channel, I love doing naturals when the time is right, and adding some natural elements lately to the city core builds that we have been doing lately have been really fun, and again out of my comfort zone completely because I usually just don't use any natural elements in a city core. So I am honestly just really interested to see how this would turn out in the full-fledged island. So yeah, let me know if y'all want to see this become an actual theme. Of course, that means I'll be neglecting all of my other islands. Again, I swear I always get so distracted so easily. Like one week I tell y'all that we're gonna finally finish an island and then I'm just like, so guess what I'm thinking about doing? And then I finish an island in 3 days and the toxic process just repeats over and over. So if you're new to my channel, get used to that. I just have commitment issues with my own islands 24/7. I'm constantly redoing it, and I swear so many of you can relate to this too. It's just awful with this game because you get so inspired out of nowhere to try new things with it. So I blame Animal Crossing for always making me inspired to try different things. But I do have some other plans I want to try out throughout this week. I'm hoping to try out a Sims styled modern town. I'm gonna see how that goes. I know we've done this before on the channel, but I actually haven't committed to a full-fledged island with it yet, and I do want to try it. So I'm gonna try out more layout ideas with that too this week and just see what happens. I mean, with the castle town, I told myself I would never do it, and then we finished that in 3 days. I got inspired. It wasn't my usual style, but I still enjoyed really doing that. So this would be one of those islands I might end up enjoying it and getting it done quickly, and you could expect probably a dream address within 3 days. We'll see how it goes, but I'm definitely going to be messing more on it after I post this video, and if all goes well, you'll see some more speed builds on it. I also want to add into this video, if you are somebody who is new to Animal Crossing or just city core in general, definitely check out my other videos. We have a lot of different tutorials on here, as well as city core guides on how to place roads, etc. So these probably would be very useful for you. And I also want to add to, if you're doing Asian inspired builds on your own island, we have a ton of content around that as well. Also, since I'm going to be messing on this island for a few days, let me know some great places to take inspo from in real life. A lot of people ask me about like how I get inspiration from my own islands, and that is one of my main sources, is in a real life place or taking inspo from like a video game or a TV show. So that is something I always tell my followers. If you are going to go into any kind of theme, whether it's a city core or a natural, try to find a real life place or something you can take inspo from. It'll keep you motivated, and of course then you'll have something to look at as a guide for your own island. So on the spot that we're working on right now, I had 2 different ideas for it and I just simply didn't have room. I honestly should have probably put this build somewhere else on the actual island because we're at the edge of my map. But I had this idea of framing this little area in front of the temple with some side buildings, and if I decide to actually keep this, I'm gonna try to do maybe smaller ones on the side still, even though the room is honestly very limited, mostly because I'm afraid that if I flatten all of this, I won't be able to recreate it again. Sometimes when I make builds, I can't recreate them whatsoever. Like, it just changes every single time. So I'm kind of afraid to touch this, and I'm just gonna hope that at least I can get one side of building on, I don't know, maybe the right or left. But yeah, you could easily do a Zen garden in front of this if you wanted to, and also you could incorporate your rocks too for a rock garden. So definitely put your own twist to it. I just wanted to keep it pretty simple and also very lush with different greenery and flowers and trees. So if you want to do something completely different around the front of it, you totally can. If you don't want to have any natural elements, you could easily just do a road transition in front of this. It's definitely up to you, but I think I'm going to go for a more natural approach with this island, so that's why I decided to go with this kind of style in front of it. Another important thing I want to add about today's video is it is not limited to just the summer season that I'm in right now. If you prefer cherry blossom season or winter or even fall, this build will look excellent in those seasons too. I just decided to choose the summer season mostly because I've been really wanting to do something with the red hibiscus bushes again. I really love how the color red on this game is super vibrant, so I thought doing maybe like a mossy red theme throughout this island, if I do decide to commit to it, would be very unique and just a fun approach in general. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I also want to say thank you so much for 22K subscribers. That number is insane and y'all are awesome. With that being said, have a horrible day and I'll see you next video.